Hey, I'm gonna do a little bit of something different today. Look, y'all gotta just y'all gonna see, y'all gonna see. Hey, I just had to get started with that one. It's too loud now. I gotta turn it down. I hope that intro is kind of tough. But anyways, let's get into what we're gonna be expecting today. What I find very cool is the best case scenario for yesterday was 25,500. Look how close we came to that. It's pretty nice. Um, so honestly, I was looking to see if we're gonna get a little bit of higher prices. Now we did hit higher time frame levels of what I was looking for. We cleaned out this buy side right here, which aligned with our point from down there. So we were able to get the week potential weekly high. We do have a little bit of a potential draw up a little bit higher. See if we can get that today. This order block we traded real deep into that. So have to be very, 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 very cautious today. Because we've already hit the level that I was looking for. We need to see some expansion away from these levels. We can't just be holding here. Again, I don't like when price does this tight range, but that means that we could drop down lower. And a level that we could possibly drop down to and would have to see borderline immediate reaction would be from here. This is abyssy. So if we're gonna drop, we need to come down here and we need to see immediate reaction. We cannot have like it needs to do like this. It can't come down here and then start doing stuff like this, right? That's not what we want to see. Oops. Until I don't use that very often. But so this is the Sibi, and this is the Bissy right here. So what we need to see is price come down here if it's going to, and react immediately. It can't sit there and not do anything. I hope that I can still use the stream and it doesn't like flag it because it's not too long. For us, I'm cooked on this one. They'll copyright strike me. Just in the beginning. Or maybe it wasn't loud enough. I have no idea. I couldn't hear it. But so that's possibly where it could go down to. And this is a mitigation block here. And we have a 15-minute gap here. So let's outline that inside the hourly gap. So we're going to outline this right there. We trade all the way down here. There's a proper range. So we're going to take this out. And that's the identified range that we have here. It's from this low to this high. There's a stop run. So it could come down here. And it's 9. We have about 8 minutes until market open. So I already know. Oh, Donka. We'll see. We'll see if I get into it. We'll see what happens today. Again, 5-minute charts kind of where we're focusing a little bit. We have a little bit of a balanced price range down here. So if it were to draw down here, it would need to run away aggressively or not. We're going to trade a little bit lower. I need to change the song. I just purposely put that song on. Thought it was a. It's not my vibe right now. Someone give me a song to listen to in the chat. Give me a song that you want me to listen to right now. Yeah, we're about 9 minutes. Dow is trading higher. ES is kind of struggling inside its new day open. So this gap that you see right here, this is from yesterday. It's closed to today's open. So that's a gap that we're in right now currently. So the gap started here, which we traded up into, and it closed there. So the fact that it was a large gap, potentially we'll get some movement today. This song is awful, by the way. Listen to it. Awful. Should have worn my blue glasses today, low key. But then no, not doing that. Ain't doing that today, cuh. So, just need to make sure that we're seeing things the way we need to. But yeah, we have some SMT there, so potentially might want to trade a little bit lower. I think taking out this low actually could do some benefit here, and if ES can trade down into an order block on the hourly chart, and this trade down here, and then it show expansion, we're gonna draw up to here because I don't like the way that this looks visually. And if we take this low to this high and look for price to come down to a, let's do this so you can see, come down to a discount on the higher time frame 15-minute chart and hourly chart, here's a level that we would expect price to move from if it can trade down there. Ultimately, it could just not trade down here, take out this low, and then expand. It can do that as well. But I understand, like on the higher time frame, for me, a level has been hit. So even if I do take a trade today, it's gonna be very, very light, because it's already hit a level that I was looking for. So Tuesday, Wednesday, as you can see this, like it was one-sided, right, up. So this is Tuesday. That's where I got stopped out, which is so unfortunate. That day was a struggle for me because I saw this and got stopped out. So that's never fun. But ended up trading up higher. Yesterday didn't give us anything to trade lower. It traded up. We took this down here and sold off at this rejection block. So we didn't get all that, but that's fine. We don't need it. And then Monday traded lower, and then SMT here, and then so Tuesday and Wednesday higher prices and went to everything up. Okay, let's look. Let me listen to that. I'll take a listen to that right now. Let's see. I've never even heard of that person before. Let's listen. What kind of music is this? That was a straight up lie. Man, this music. I'm giving it a try right now, but sorry, I need to. I can't listen to that. I'm sorry. I tried. I don't know what that is. That was a lie. You lied. You lied. I don't know what that was. Guys, I don't recommend that song at all. At all. I don't recommend that song at all to anybody. Listen, you can listen to it for yourself. I don't recommend that. So we run through this 15-minute gap. Order block shouldn't have that. My eye right now is on this level. And do we show support here, or do we just run right through that? And the thing is, for me, I'm okay with taking no trade today. So right now we're trading down on ES into a 15-minute gap ahead. Now, where is it? At 8:30, this is the 8:30 candle. We had news drop at that time. So we could expect it to go the opposite direction. I ideally would have liked to see it drop down, but this is fine. So we've taken out the London high. Most likely going to take out the London low. Actually, sorry, at London low is roughly like right here. Not roughly, it's this low here. So we could trade down into that. Dow is trading higher, so we may not get that. And then you have ES trading into a gap. So ideally, I'd like to see it trade down here. Show some expansion if it can do that. Obviously, this is the first target. This is up there. I'll probably trade with like 1 or 2, very, very light. If it does that, it shows that. And it's clear. But if it's not clear and I don't like it, I'll switch to my like demo account. And then I'll just trade with that. That'll be like my thought process. By chance, what type of when do you listen to that music? Like when is that the music of choice? Like when you're working out or something, or you're just chilling? Like how do you do that? I need to focus for real. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I want to see a trade up here to this rejection block and then trade up a little bit higher. If we can get that, we're golden. Okay, so it's the market opening now. So this level right here, we want to see price reject from there. This level right there. Trade a little bit deeper. It's already traded into the hourly fair value gap. We want to see it trade here. 15-minute gap. That's what I want to see price reach to, and then show rejection from there. That's what I want to see happen. We'll be on the 5-minute chart here. Okay, so we've hit that. We need to show movement away. If we do not, then we got some lows that are in jeopardy. So if we take this out, which is possible, I'm watching ES right now. See if we're getting the same thing, which ES is nowhere close to this low right now. So this low, I'm watching. So the low we hit on NQ on ES, we haven't been able to do that. So that's what I'm watching. This gap was a gap that was important to me. We want to see that hold price and show a willingness to not want to stay down there very long, which we didn't. It went deeper than what I was expecting, but we'll need to see that. So like on the 1-minute chart, came down there, look how we got that reaction, but I want to stay on a 5-minute chart right now, because that's important. This song's a vibe. Oh, this one. You guys like watching or listening to AI music? Like it's not a person. Some of those songs are really nice. One of my favorite one is Diamond District Music. That's some vibes right there. So right now we're getting a mixed open. So what that means is you have two trading down, you have Dow trading higher. So they're not all doing the same thing right now, which is not good, in my opinion. You want they should all be moving in concert, all be moving in the same direction. So having a mixed open right now is not ideal. So for me, waiting until 10 o'clock will be the best option. Again, for me, like we hit higher time frame, we traded up inside of this gap and traded lower. I wonder if we had a, pretty sure we had agreement. So we had a discount gap and didn't even trade up higher. So interesting. I mean, we could want to come down here and close in some of that. That's possible. Could have already set the weekly high here. It's possible. It's plausible. Because again, even if it does want to go lower and clean out all this stuff, like even down to this gap, which is what I want to see yesterday, it'll give us time. It'll give us a chance to do that if that's what it wants. Because it's running through premium arrays, or sorry, discount arrays. So it's showing that it wants to go deeper, and that's fine. We'll adjust with that. But yeah, while Dow is trading up higher, I want to see Dow start to show a little bit more weakness. Because it still doesn't mean that this can't go higher, by the way. It's not what that means. Because if you take this range, right? This low to this high, this counts right there. So this doesn't mean that this is going to the depths down here. It just might have needed to trade a little bit deeper before it trades higher. That's possible. So, and I'm willing to watch that. Again, here, same thing. It's low. To that high, discount. Look out stops inside this gap. Can still go higher. Because we have this trading lower. Dow or NQ didn't take, or sorry, ES. What was that? We did that. Currently, ES did not take out this low yet, let alone this one. So I'm watching that, and then Dow trading higher. So mixed open, it means low probability. My bad. Like, I think I do that like once a stream. So again, if we're down here, we need to see. I think that's the Asia low. We need to start seeing some form of displacement. If we're gonna go lower, it needs to start doing that. It can't be sitting down here. That's not indicative of higher prices or lower prices. It needs to start expanding quickly. Yeah. Yeah. Mixed open still. So we have Dow still trading higher, and these are dropping. So we have two things, one doing another thing. I'm just gonna relax. Because Dow can reject, that's fine. Then that will go in concert with all these things. I'm not afraid of missing anything. Because this could be high of the week, which would be the right projection. But even if we were shorting, like even if I came in and was like, yeah, I'm looking for shorts, there's nothing here for me anyways. So that's why it's just like waiting. Anyone that's just hopping on, don't listen to that song. I don't even know when you would listen to that. That's just my personal convictions after listening to that song. I'm sure my strength coaches in college would love that song. I'm sure they heard of it, but it's not my cup of tea. Yeah, so I'm thinking 10 o'clock will get something. Let's let the opening range do its thing. Or the highest volume is between 9:30 and 10. Highest range. And again, if this is gonna actually go higher to trading down right now, just to clear stops and then end up going higher. 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, we'll see a reversal. So that's what I'm looking at. And Nasdaq is known for like deep retracements, very deep retracements. So would want to see this hold. This is the immediate rebalance we talked about yesterday. That'd be a balanced price range. We want to see that hold, like this block of price here. Want to see that hold. Wouldn't want to see it trade lower for bullish price action. So we went up, came down, went up, came down. Here is balanced. So want to see that remain open. And if we can bounce and start showing some willingness to trade higher with SMT with ES, then we're going to come back up here. And we have a rejection block we have here. So again, just waiting until 10 o'clock is fine. Maybe we get a nice little what is silver bullet. That's what ICT calls it. Nice little silver bullet action. Again, even if it's going to go lower, that's fine. We can get on board. But it has to come up to a premium. I'm done with selling in discounts. Every time I've done that, your boy gets rocked. We ain't doing that no more. I don't care how good it looks. We ain't doing it. So the range is from this low to that high. That's the range. Up here, we're in a premium market. If we wanted to see, we've already come down. So let me show you. Let me just put that back on. So we'd already come down here. So if it was insanely bullish, this should have kept price going up higher. But now if you look at the regular trading hours, we traded down into this range again. So you know, the first thing about trading is capital preservation. I'm just trying to go out here and just trade just because I can trade. I want high probability. So we're starting to get a little bit of some downside with Dow. And then ES is starting to trade a little bit lower. So that would go good for, I guess I can leave that on there. It could be used as a, let's see how high that is. Yeah, that would be perfect. Okay, cool. So if Dow can end up rejecting and start showing us some movement lower, that'll bode well for this trade. Potentially looking for us to use this in here. So then what I would look for is if it can come up to here and then show some rejection. That's what I would like to see. But again, I need to see things all in concert, because when they're together, that bodes well for higher probability in the trade. Again, that means when they're going opposite, that's low probability. That's telling me right now. Man. I mean, there's this one guy. No, I mean, maybe I shouldn't talk about it. It's all good. I was asked a ridiculous question this morning, but it's all good. All good. But yeah, so potentially that's what we're looking for right now. Discount, we want to see Dow. If Dow wants to go lower, that's fine. This will give us a retracement if it's going to go lower. You got to remember, it's like if 90% of traders fail and the books teach what the 90% people do, people are trying to chase this down here. They're breakout traders. So it goes below here. They're like, oh, they see all this. And they're like, oh man, it's just going to keep running. Yes, I do think it potentially, at this point, if Dow can fail, then that's what I'm looking for, it to start to run lower now. But chasing it down here below this low makes no sense to me. I want to see a retracement. If it can give me a retracement, then I'm in that. Sorry, I was looking at the higher time frame charts right now. 1 minute order block. But again, if these markets are controlled, which I believe that they are, I can a lot of proof and evidence that this is all controlled. It's not random. Like if you look at the trade I took yesterday, I marked out the macro between 10:50 and 11 o'clock. Isn't it crazy how that's the low? And then trades like this is the low. This is where I bought, like I bought down here. And look how it trades up higher. It's not random. Not random. But people be swearing it's random. Buying and selling pressure. So everyone, yeah. I never believe I used to trade like I guess you would call it retail in terms of like like I mean I never really did supply and demand. I just did like zone lines or something. I don't know, support and resistance. And it was always subjective to me, so I never knew what I was looking at. Like they would tell me like this is a zone and this is a zone and then this is a zone and then this is a zone. I'm like, how am I supposed to trade with 50 million lines on my chart? I can't see anything. Again, this is going lower. I would want it to come up here. It's on a higher time frame. I'm not chasing that. I would expect a pullback. I'm on the 1 minute chart. It's consolidating right here. So this to me is, it looks like accumulation inside this balanced price range that we talked about yesterday. So we need to like really break through that, like aggressively break. And then once, if it can do that, then we'll see what the case is. Dow still hasn't broken down yet. It traded above those Friday highs, but again hasn't broken down yet. So 10 o'clock I think is gonna be our best friend today. I think it'll let us know what's about to happen. This is probably like one of my favorite shirts, actually. I got it from Pull & Bear. That used to be my Pull & Bear. Dang, what song is this? It's a vibe. It's called Lord I'm Ready. I'm telling you, Diamond District music. You should listen to it. That's a vibe. Look again if you're trying to sell below these lows. Look at all this. 9 Danka Bruda. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay. 9 Danka Bruda. That's not what I want. Again, I'm okay if it wants to go lower. That's fine. We got the levels lower. But this is not expansion. This is what you call accumulation below a low. Not like, what is this? Remember our four things? We have consolidation, expansion, and then depending on what you hit a higher time frame array, it's going to be a reversal. And then remember that pattern. Or if it's not a higher time frame array, we consolidate, expansion, retracement to continuation. That's what I'm expecting, but it can still go lower. I'm just waiting for Dow to confirm. Once Dow confirms and this creates a gap, then we just do that. That's fine. On my side. Again, if it's gonna go higher, or sorry, if it's still gonna go lower, here's the range. There it is. So I'm eyeing up in this gap right now. So anything down here means nothing to me. And we have this gap here too. I want to see this not be really trading too deep down into that. $100, $100. Okay, let's see. Hey, Dow looks like it's, starting to come down a little bit. That's okay. But again, I want to see them all be doing the same thing. That's why yesterday it was easier to take the trade, easier to get in, because they were all doing the same thing. This was just weaker. When I got in, this was weaker, but they were all going the same direction at least. Right now we're having a mixed open, which means that they're not all going the same direction. So it's low probability right now to be in a trade for me. And I want high probability trades. That's what I want. But I'll be right back. I gotta get something real quick. Be right back. Hey, what's good, Shane? What's good, bro? My fault, I was fault. What's good, my boy? So let's see what's happening right now. So again, we still have a mixed open. And again, what mixed open means that one is trading up higher, the other two are trading lower. It's fine. It'll still give us a retracement. If we're going to end up actually going lower, it'll still give us a retracement. So And if not, then we're not going to be able to be involved. But I want to see that action. Looks like we may want to close in some of this gap from yesterday. Is down here. Again, it may want to close in some of that, and that's fine. But again, I want to look for a high probability. So as soon as it starts to break down and show that, well, then we can get involved then. Yeah, we can pop in. Shane. Good. So this looks like this is going to be left open. What I'm looking for is on a higher time frame. So higher time frame to me is like, teacher was good. Was good, teacher. Higher time frame for me, entry wise, is a 5-minute chart. So that's what I'm waiting for. I want to see the confirmation on a 5-minute chart for me. And once I can see that, we're good. So if we create an up close candle, if we create a gap, now we could just tear lower and that's fine. Again, there'd be nothing for me. Again, my interest right now isn't like 100% as in yesterday. Remember, I was looking for higher. And then this day, I ultimately was looking for lower, which it gave us first. And then revert. Actually, no, this day I was not looking for lower. Monday, I was looking for lower. Tuesday, I was looking for higher prices, which we got. I just got stopped out before. That was just a unfortunate event. This is how it went. So again, we hit the higher time frame objective. I was talking about this earlier on the stream. Look how hot, look how, this was the best case scenario for yesterday, was this level. We were 5 handles short of what I thought the highest level it could go to. That's pretty good, in my opinion. But again, we're still inside this range, right? Look at the bodies kind of being respected right here. This is a balanced price range. So I'm not as trying to sell all down here. Now, if we can create an up close candle inside of this, and then Dow starts to trade lower, then I'll use this up close candle as a bearish order block, go on a lower time frame. And if we see like a mitigation block or a breaker or something like that, then I'll be willing to take that. But this right now is really balanced, really, really balanced. But again, if price is always going to run, it has to do a retracement, right? So I want to see it come up. I can't sell down here below these lows. That's what everyone wants to do. And like, if you're doing really like just selling it and hoping and then getting out the $500, I mean, you can do that, but it's never worked for me. That's just my personal thing. It never really worked for me. So below lows, I don't want to be selling like this. I want to see it retrace. I'll buy below old lows and I'll sell above old highs, but I'm not just going to like sell this right now. Even if I go on a 1-minute chart. Like this looks like mess. I don't want to be in any of this. I don't want to be in any of that. Again, if you just wait, like I'm telling you, patience in trading is going to save you so much money. Let's put it like that. It'll save you so much money just being patient. When you rush, you lose so much. And right now, until they start breaking down, all of them, there's nothing for me to do. Again, on the 1-minute chart, if this was clear, this to me looks better. You have a gap here. You have this higher time frame. Not higher time frame, but we have a balanced price range, and it traded through that. So now if this was clear, if Dow was trading lower, this would be the entry right here, 955 inside of this. But I don't want to be in this right now. There's still some range that I can go down into, and I'll take that. I want to see it trade up higher first. Trade up higher, upset people. Because you have to think about it like this. Like when you're looking at the markets, think about it like as if you are the person that's making price and you're trying to, I'll say, trick everybody else. Or make everyone else feel some type of way. You have to think about it like that. That's the process of how you want to look at the charts. So if I was the market maker, and this is me personally, again, this is how you view and read price. If I'm down here, and let's say I'm ultimately going to run price down to these levels down here. Let's say that. If I'm right here, right now, and price is down here, do I just want to have it go from here and just scream all the way down there giving no option or no opportunity for or to give no opportunity for the people that know to get in. So what I want to do is cause or create fear. I want to create greed. So people see this immediately. They're like, okay, it's going below this, so I'm going to sell it. Okay, maybe today this works. I don't know. Maybe today this works. Below this low, you just sell it and it goes all the way down there. But from what I've seen is like, if it's going to be doing this stuff, it's going to create another displacement leg and then show that price leg trading lower. It's going to show that. Now Dow is starting to trade lower, which is now in agreement with all of this stuff. So now that means I can start to go in and look for something. But until that case, until it breaks down below this higher time frame gap on the 15-minute chart, I'm not willing to do anything right now. Because I want my trades to look like this and not look like this. Because right now, again, look at this trade. The 1-minute chart, I said, you know, this would be ideal if everything was moving. Okay, we went up to this gap, short sell, but then we came down and came right back up. I want to see displacement, like really, really running in price. Until I see that signature, I'm out. I don't really want to do anything. So it's kind of what it is right now. You just gotta wait. So you have the AM session low, which is right here. So we're close to that. And then there's levels below that we could be reaching for. We have the PM session, which is down, or sorry, London low down here. Just want to make sure. I had this nice, sorry, I gotta set up my lows targets for the downside right now. Some, but it looks like it wants to trade a little bit deeper, so that's fine. Set it up. Again, patience will get you in all the trades that you want. So right now we have immediate rebalance here with this wick. Okay, so 5-minute chart lower. This could be an ideal setup coming soon. I just need to, where is it? So that's displacement there. Yeah, just patience. Hey, we good. We good. We good. Again, there, but this wasn't an alignment yet for me. So there's no trade there. Could have taken it there as well, but I'm waiting till 10. So waiting till 10. Hopefully we can get like a what do you call it? A silver bullet. That's what ICT calls it. Okay, so let's say that this does, you know, this is expansion price swing. It's gonna come back up. It'll give us a, or it'll give us a nice range, and we have these clean lows there, clean lows here, clean lows here. There's a lot of levels below us that look very, very, what ICT would say, juicy, too clean, right? Those are levels that we're looking for price to just slice and trade to. And this gap here, price could trade down into. So there's a lot of levels. We're good. We are very, very good. We have immediate rebalance on a 5-minute chart with ES. That's perfect. So this price swing right now. So this would be the current price swing, but again, oh, it's 10 o'clock already. I'm tripping. So let me look right now. Oh, oh, this is the wrong time frame. I'm tripping. Hold up. There we are. Okay. So we've actually hit a weekly volume imbalance right now. So I'm I really want to see this reaction here. I don't want to go in there and sell this right now. Even though this is potentially a viable option. I just know that we hit a weekly volume imbalance. So right now I'm not as interested in that personally. I want to wait for 5 minute stuff right now. So 4 hour we've traded actually down to a discount. Yeah, patience. Save you. We don't get away. Listen to that song again. I'm not selling this, by the way, just so you guys know. Or else you would see a limit order there. I want to see it get ran through. Let's just be honest. I want to see this get ran through. All of this. All of this, I want to see it get ran through. I want to see it drop down to a discount and then run through all of this all the way back up top. So if I were to take a trade right now, this is where it would be. My stop loss would be here. And I'd be looking for minimum down there. It still happened. But it's going way too far. Minimum would be down there. Yeah, right here at the open of a 15-minute gap. That would be the trade setup, but I don't want to take that right now. It could still work out, and it could be a what do you call it? Paper trade. So that would be called. So that would be the trade setup there. But I don't like it. I don't feel like we've had a decent retracement up higher, especially on a higher time frame either. Look at that. That would have been a sniper. Okay. It's just on a 4 hour time frame. We've come down to a higher time frame level, so I'm not as willing to immediately take this right now. That's just my personal conviction. I don't want to take this. I want to see us erase everything. Everything. This shouldn't even be. What I don't like is how Dow is not really breaking down right now. Not really breaking down. So because it's not really breaking down right now and kind of following, I don't want to sell this. I don't want to sell this. It could potentially come up a little bit higher. Like I would expect this to come here and be easily running down to a 15-minute gap. Like I don't feel like it should be consolidating. Like this gap down here, it should be easily doing that. Two. Any of y'all listen to Friday? Y'all know that artist? Okay. Okay, wait. I mean, it doesn't mean that this can't happen. I don't like it personally. Okay, Dow's now starting to, come down a little bit. So we might start to see some speed here. Some speed ski. Because right now it's just looking a little bit higher resistance. We're kind of consolidating here. This was a balanced price range. Price should have never traded below. We did. OTE just trading up to 50% of it. This is a mitigation block. Didn't even trade up to that yet. And then just on the higher time frame, the 5-minute chart in terms of entry, could be waiting for this. Just so you guys know. That's that level right there. Could be waiting and wanting to trade up into that. And if Dow and if ES and Dow are showing that weakness, a trade there would align. So it looks like it may want to do that. So if we can trade up into this, I'll take one, sell, and then look for those lows if it can do that. We have 20 seconds left. We have a 5-minute gap. We'd be above all this stuff. It'd have to trade up into this. Set it up. Sell limit. Buy stop. Okay, so if it does this, I'll take one. I'll put it there. But it has to trade up into that gap on a 5-minute chart. If it goes down here first, then there's nothing for me. Honestly, it could be here. But it needs to do that first before trading lower. That's what I want to see. So that's what I would be more willing to take. This setup right here, and it's light again, very, very light. This on the lower time frame is a fair value gap on the 15-minute chart. So I'm not putting my buy limit in until it trades up higher because I don't want it to trade down there first and then get me all messed up. So if it does it, I'll do buy limit here. And that would be the only trade I would take today. I'm not interested in anything else. I'd have to do that. And if we don't get an entry, then we don't get an entry, but this would be a, what, 3 to, or it's not 3 to, it's like a 2 to 1. Yeah, see, that would be the trade right there. So 5-minute gap targeting a 15-minute gap. But it'll be there. We may not get it. Might have fallen real short. May not get it. Well, that was our trade setup there. It didn't happen, but also take a picture. I'm gonna close this now. We didn't get that, so wanted to see that gap get traded to, and then us trade down there. That'd been a very quick trade. Would have been 3-minute trade, but didn't give it to us. So I'm not willing to chase this and do it anymore. It just, that was the only setup I was looking for. It just didn't give it to us. So it's unfortunate that we didn't get that. And again, now looking for down there, but I'm not doing anything else. That's what I wanted to see. That's what made sense to me. And it would have been done in 3 minutes. So that would have been a pretty quick trade. But yeah, So just for me, trading back up here to this point makes no sense from where it is. From right here to go all the way back up there wouldn't make any sense to me. Yes, we still have targets down here, but I don't feel like I really want to continue chasing this. So it's all about time, right? I really want to see it trade up into that. It didn't give it to me. Even though there's a volume imbalance here, so technically the right there, it didn't even trade up to the volume imbalance. So what can I do? And give it to me. So a very quick trade. But yeah, it's gonna start running down a little bit lower. That's fine. We're opposite. That's fine. It gave a setup and then just didn't offer any. It didn't just trade up high enough. The 10-11 candle just didn't give it to me. Didn't want to be friends today. So now you can see that Dow is starting to trade a little bit lower. So that's why I was willing to actually take this. Not yet. It just on this trade, it just didn't give it to me. I don't know if it gives it to you on ES. I don't think there's even a gap on ES. No. So that's unfortunate. Obviously you see it's running. But he's on. That's the other level could trade too. So ideally, like from where we were entering, best case scenario would be here, but we didn't get it. It didn't offer it to us. We missed it by 4 handles. 4 handles. See, that just melted right there. So again, patience, you know, sometimes we were able to, like, the good thing about today is like we obviously didn't take a trade. Like, I'm not taking anything today. That was the trade that I wanted and was waiting for if I was wrong on direction, which I was. Okay, cool. We flipped. You know, there was an entry there, that's fine. I didn't see it confirming. I wanted to wait till after 10. That was my stop. Now it did trade up into here, which was, I didn't yet see it. And then I was waiting, and then once I saw that it was going to actually start trading lower, it just didn't give us the entry. So it's a missed opportunity based off of it not trading up high enough. We did have this gap in here, but again, once it gets down here, I'll take a screenshot, and then that's best case scenario that it trades down below this level. Once that happens, I'll take a screenshot and then pretty much move on to Friday. So it's probably going to hit that. There it is. So hit that there, take a screenshot. There we go. So that was our trade. Best case scenario, obviously I was looking for a little bit shorter, but best case scenario would be right there. That's what happened. So, you know, we were able to at least find the setup. It just didn't give it to us. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow. Just no trade setup in terms of just not trading up high enough. But yeah, can't do nothing else about it. So appreciate you guys for being on. I'll be on tomorrow around the same time, and we will. It's funny how it turns there, right? Anyways, I'll let that one go. But yeah, I'm really not interested in trying to catch anything else. That's what I wanted. And look at all this, by the way. And look how when I was looking to get in. Very, very fast. That's what I'm looking for in my trades, not this. I don't want to see this. I want to see one direction. That's what everyone wants. So that's that's what happened today. So idiot what it is. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great day wherever you are. And yeah, peace out. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. See y'all.